Good morning, this is Byron Wade, your General Presbyter, and I want to welcome you here to this latest edition of On the Western Front video series. This morning I am here in Jackson County in the city of Sylva, and I am worshiping at First Presbyterian Church of Sylva. Sylva has a long history. It began early last century with some people who got together for Bible studies in homes, and after years it grew to homes and other buildings, and this church was actually organized on June the 4th, 1941. So they have been doing ministry here in Sylva for over 80 plus years. This morning I am leading worship, preaching, and also moderating their session meeting afterwards, but I just want to show you a few glimpses of this congregation, and you'll hear from some people about the mission in which they are doing this community. So come on, enjoy me. But beloved, God knows us. God knew you even before you came out of the womb. God knew your abilities and your strengths, your gifts, and your weaknesses. But we have to be called to understand that God does not call the qualified, God qualifies the called. That there are many people who have been called by God, who we would have not thought that they were leaders. We would have not thought that they would have done great things through Christ. But it is God who has taken them and who has built them up to be leaders. And it's the same way whether it's in our churches, our organizations, and our families. We may not think that we are the ones to go forth and to lead God's people. But thank God it's not about us. It's about God first. God, the one who knew every hair on our head and even the patterns of the soles of our feet. God who knows our life from day one until the end of the days. It is this God who has called us and formed us and has made us to serve God and God's people. And for that alone, we ought to be confident and not put ourselves down.
Hi, I'm Linda Parlett. I'm a member of the First Presbyterian Church here in Sylva, and I'm also the chair of our missions committee. We are just a huge family. That was one of the biggest things that attracted me to this church 10 years ago now. And our church family has been very engaged in loving our community. We do a number of mission projects, and since the storm, we've helped another church up in Yancey County, and we are looking at helping additionally with a church that has to renovate and rebuild. And our church family just steps up to the plate and answers the call when there are needs. We help with Meals on Wheels recipients who are in need of help with yard work or cleanup or small renovations and that, and we do it annually. And we also, on family night, supper night, a lot of times we'll bring in guest speakers to talk about anything from environment to needs in the community to praises of things that have been wonderful to happen. We're currently in a transition period without a permanent pastor. We were fortunate to have a wonderful pastor for over 9 years, and we are looking at hiring someone in the not too distant future. But in the meantime, members of our congregation are stepping up to continue to lead the church.
Well, everybody, that's it from First Presbyterian Church Sylva. I've had a wonderful time leading worship and moderating today's session meeting. I ask you may continue to pray for them as they will be searching for an interim and a new installed minister hopefully soon, but also pray for the ministries and the joy and love that they are spreading here in the community amongst themselves. So that's it from Sylva today. Thank you for watching, and until the next time on the Western Front, be blessed.